fantastic, rainy, dreary day. Just gonna hang out for a second, enjoy my coffee. I made it and I was waiting for this moment to be able to drink it, so. Love it. It has been raining all day. It's been raining since last night. It's pretty lovely. And I can't wait to get some seeds out there. How are you guys doing today? Are you enjoying rain? I hope that there's rain for you. Or snow. One of those. That would be good. You guys having a good day? Today I am planting. I'm planting right now inside on my daughter's bed. I am planting and I'm super excited. I got some soil. I got bags that are filled with soil and I've got my seeds right here. I'm super excited about those. I gotta find my Sharpie though. I put my Sharpie somewhere. I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, it was under the box. Okay. Northern Nevada. Hey, it's you, Kara. Good to see you. Man, so I bet you have quite a lot of snow actually right there. Inda, hi. I missed you guys. Man, we are doing so much better now. We had like the plague over and over and over. It was ridiculous. It just back to back to back to back, and I couldn't. We didn't even do Christmas until Sunday, which was ridiculous. The kids didn't even ask to do Christmas presents, which is a big deal. I mean, like the stockings were hanging out around the Christmas tree and nobody even looked at them for a while. So yeah, that was rough. But we were back and we're doing stuff now, and I'm healthy, my family's healthy, and we are planting. It's time to do the winter sowing. I'm so excited. You've had a good winter so far. In my mind, Northern Nevada is just going to be like covered in snow starting in like mid-October to November and then all the way until like May. And that's how my mind goes. But that's awesome. If you aren't covered with snow yet and you still have the ability to go about your daily life, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love snow so much for like a day and then I'm done. You can take it and I'm good for a while because oh my goodness, the amount of plowing that my husband now has to do. It's like a mile-long driveway and it's all gravel and he has to plow that before we can get out. It's ridiculous. So oh my goodness, so normally that's right and you just haven't had snow yet? That's crazy. I wonder why. Do you get snowed in a lot? Are you kind of like out in the boonies, or do you have snow plows that come and take care of that for you? Because you're more, what is the word? I can't think. I need to drink more coffee. That's what I need to do. What is it? More metropolis, I guess. I love coffee. And then shoveling. And then the kids, all their winter gear. There's so much winter gear. It takes over the house. And then there's like wet spots on the floor everywhere because they walk in with the boots on and everything. You're totally off the grid. That's awesome. Man, that is the way to go. Northern Nevada, totally off the grid. That is cool. 3.5 miles to the nearest road. So do you guys have like a big Kubota or something with a plow, or do you just nestle in for the winter? Oh, well, that makes sense, Inda. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, Christmas is probably one of the bigger deals around here for us. We don't really do New Year's. I just think New Year's, personally, if you have kids, New Year's is like the stupidest holiday ever because nobody wants to keep their kids up till midnight, right? And then you got to make all this noise, and then you get all excited right before bedtime, and then my idea of a holiday is when the kids are in sleep and I get to sit and watch like an entire movie with my husband without somebody crying or coming in and waking us up or waking up and asking, you know, Mommy, can you come cuddle with me or something like that. Yes. Oh, you can't see her. Rainbow Dash. There she is. Oh, no. Come back. Come back. My tripod's like, no, I don't want to go that way. You just stay put. That's fantastic. See, now that is absolutely the way to do it. I think we only leave because my mother and father-in-law, they have like all these things that they do. They are social butterflies, and they're super involved with the church, and they have all these groups that they go to and hang out with friends, and she's on committees of stuff, and so she would need to get out a lot, and then my husband has to go to work. But if we can get it to the point where this channel like sustains our family enough, we will not go anywhere. Which means you have to have lots of really good comfort food on store though. Lots of good comfort food. And people look at me funny in the grocery stores because whenever I go grocery shopping, it's like an hour away. So I try to get everything that I think we'll need for like the next month. And it's a lot. It's a lot. But, you know, it is so much better just going to the refrigerator or the freezer and then not having to go to the grocery store. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. See, now that's thinking smarter and not harder. I was just like, we'll just skip it. I can't believe it, guys. It's December. It's not December. It's January. Get your month straight. It's January. Oh my goodness. Oh, and did you guys notice? Do you see I am lit up? Because Santa did bring me one of those ring lights, and I can now film in the it and have light. And I'm so excited. So excited. It was such a hoped for gift. Yes, seriously, she did cheer us up quite a lot. The girls, they pretty much quarantined back here, and they still ended up getting sick. But she watched over them, and they have their own TV, and they were able to watch all the little My Little Pony. They're like in the middle. I swear, there's like 17 different varieties of My Little Pony TV shows, and they love all of them. It's true. The smallest things make us the happiest. That's for sure. That, and I got a tinted lip balm from Burt's Bees, and I am so happy. Like, color me tickled. That's all I need. That's all I need. I wanted a light and chapstick because I don't do lipstick very well. I'm not one of those girls. So put on some chapstick that has some color tint to it, and then I feel pretty, and that's all I wanted. That's all I needed. So guys, this is so exciting. I went through all my seeds and I organized them, and it took a while, but these are all the seeds that I'm going to plant. And my husband's right there, but the toddler's like, no, I want you, Mom. I love you, sweetheart. Did you get ice cream? Yeah? Is it all gone now? Is it on your shirt? Well, take your shirt off. Well, there you go. See? Logic. These are all the seeds that I'm going to be planting in January, and I'm so excited. I'm beyond tickled because this is so many. And that means when I winter sow them, he's having a hard time getting his shirt off. His arms are stuck. When I winter sow them outside, all I have to do is plant them in these bags, right? And then I put them outside and I forget about them until planting season, and they'll be grown, and I can then grab them and stick them in the ground. That's all that I have to do. When you have seedlings and you put them in like the seedling trays, then you have to keep watering them, and you have to watch the moisture, and you have to watch the grow lights, and you have to make sure that there's like no bugs getting on them, and you have to worry about the space that it takes up in your house, and it's a lot, and I don't have room in my house for that. And so all of these are now open and available to me to plant, and I am so excited. I got one of those really big boxes of like 200 Ziploc bags from like Amazon Essentials or something like that. And then I ordered on from Walmart this potting mix so that it got shipped to me. I didn't even have to go carry big bags of potting soil. No, sweetheart, I'm sorry. You can't come in right now. When you can, I'll let you know, though, okay? He adores planting seeds with me. That's like one of his favorite things. He asks me to do that all the time, and I'm tickled. They said hi to you, Jeremy.
Sorry?
They say hi to you.
Hello.
He says hi. He's watching the baby and the toddler, and since it's raining, everybody's inside. So, you got two? Oh my goodness, 2 pawpaw trees. That's amazing. That is a good gift. Sometimes people are like, "Hey, I don't know what to get you, Ruth. I don't know." Literally, if it grows, that's what I want. If it's seeds and it will grow, that's what I want. If it's a gift certificate for something that I can buy something that will grow, that's what I want. There's no going wrong. Any fruit tree, any fruit bush, any seed packet, anything. It could just be like 1 packet of bronze fennel, and I will be a happy camper. Not complicated or hard at all. He is here. If the toddler lets him get away, or the baby lets him get away, I'll call him over here and see if he'll make an appearance. If you show your face today, Jeremy, you're gonna have to wear your new hat, okay? Yes. I got him this hat for Christmas. That's like, he looks so good. It's an old-fashioned hat, and he looks so good in it. He looks so good. No, I wasn't able to do anything. I wasn't able to do a thing. In fact, there was like a week where there was no uploads at all because I couldn't film anything. I couldn't do anything. It was bad. And so as soon as we got done with the flu, we ended up, after the stomach bug, we got the flu, and we all had fevers, and we all were just gross that way. And then after that, my daughters ended up with this crazy rash, which apparently when you're a kid, if you have the stomach bug or flu afterwards, your body might just be like, whoa, that was awful. I don't know how to handle this, so I'm just going to give you a rash now. And so they had that for like 3 days, which was awful. And then my daughter, my baby girl, she had to go to the ER because she had croup pretty badly. And so we were in the ER with her for a night, and they gave her steroids for her throat, and she was a much happier camper after that. But it was rough. It was rough, and it just kept day after day. Somebody else would get something else. It was awful. I totally understand what you're saying. Totally understand. 2026, yay! This is gonna be the year of flowers. I just know it. It's gonna be a flowery year. I've never planted these many seeds. I've never planted this many bulbs. If my property isn't just like bursting at the seams with flowers in the spring, I don't even know. I looked online because in my mind, I'm scattering millions of seeds right in my food forest, literally like 4 million seeds at least, throwing them, scattering them, and in my mind, I get like a 10% return on that. So if I scatter 4 million seeds, I'll end up with like 400,000 flowers, which is all I need. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'd always want more flowers. I mean, come on. But I looked it up online, and scattering seed is actually a lot better of a method than I thought it was, and a lot more guaranteed, which is crazy. In my mind, that is such a half it's a scary way to do it because like there's all these things that could go wrong. You got the birds, you got the rain, you got the wind, you got, you know, it could land on the leaf instead of the soil. So there's all these different things that could inhibit the growth, but apparently the germination rate for seeds that are scattered, the success rate is anywhere from 40 to 60%. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna go with like maybe 20%. I'm gonna be like super low balling on this, 20%, which means that there would just be like, or like crazy, not 400,000. Oh my goodness, I can't do math. Somebody help me. What would be 20% of 4 million, right? I don't know. I'm super excited. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. Plus like 2,000 bulbs at least. Actually, in the end, I think it was like 2,500 bulbs that I planted. And those are pretty guaranteed because we were very intentional with each one of those that we planted. So I am assuming that, let's say, you know, we have a 90% success rate with that. So like even like 2,200 bulbs, that's a lot. I'm so excited. I am so glad. And then we did a live stream last week, Inda, and I missed you. And I missed you so much. And I was very sad that I didn't see you. So Kara, man. So, okay, so the family, right? So there was my husband's grandparents lived here too. His parents, his aunt and uncle lived here. And then we do. And so there's 100 acres between everybody, and we all use and walk around and enjoy the whole thing. But like, I'm not gonna plant my garden on what's technically Jeremy's uncle's property. Like, that's not gonna happen. But we have asked permission, said, hey, do you mind if we plant our orchard in your field? And he said yes. And he said, you know, give us some fruit. And we were like, we were gonna do that anyway. And because we're family, that's what you do. You just take care of each other, right? So there's 100 acres, and a lot of it is on the hill, and or not on the hill, on the mountainside, and a lot of it is really steep. There's a creek at the bottom. It's really nice. It's right up against National Forest, so you can just walk forever. I would say that we use, I don't know. Hey Jeremy, how much area is mowed, do you think, including like the garden and the food forest? Up here that we use, like the often used area. How many acres do you think that is? Like 3 acres. Like 3 acres? And the rest of it is just kind of like woodsy, and we go hiking and Jeremy's. And that doesn't include meadows that are like down the trails a bunch. And so, yeah. So I planted all the seeds specifically behind the house here, in front of the house, and then in the food forest, and then in the orchard. So that's where I put all my stuff, basically. And I'm taking a lot of cuttings. I took a ton of cuttings the other day. My little boy went out with me, and I said, hey, do you want to make more berry bushes? And he was all over that. And I think I've got these 3 beds that are in front of my garden, or in front of my house here, that my kids planted a bunch of stuff in once. And then I planted watermelon in it, and it was really great. But I think I'm going to use that as like a nursery for my cuttings. So I'll get them started, and then I'll have them kind of in like in a protected place where I can keep watering them and keep an eye on them, keep them labeled. And then once they get big enough where I can plant them out in the food forest, or maybe make another food forest, or maybe like make a hedge of blueberries somewhere. I don't know. But it's nice to have like a little nursery area for cuttings and small plants that you kind of need to baby a little while. So I think we're going to do that. But my mother-in-law, she uses about a third of the garden that we have over there. So if you divide it into 3, there's her garden area, my annual area where I have all my raised beds and I do like my vegetables, and I have a lot of herbs there. And then if you combine those two, that size is my food forest connected to that on the other side. So it's kind of cut up like this, and then just kind of square around it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, it's awful. The stomach bug is the worst. And yeah, it's terrible. And then when everybody has it, you're laying there and you're just miserable, but then you hear the sounds of everybody else being miserable. That was pretty... I could do without that again. In the middle of the night, oh, they're getting sick again. Oh, it was bad. Luckily, my girls and my boy who's home from camp, my older boy, they all are old enough to empty out their own buckets. That is a glorious, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I went through all the towels because of the baby. There's just no getting the baby over the bucket in time anyway. But my 2-year-old, he was pretty good about going for the bucket at the right time. But he wasn't going to clean it up, and I didn't expect him to. So, yeah, the flu's the worst. It's the worst. Stomach bug. What am I going to plant first? Bronze fennel. I love bronze fennel. I plant it not because I want to eat it, but because I love the smell of it and because I love all the pollinators that go on it. And I just think it's so beautiful. It's like this flowy, wispy, cloud-like, beautiful thing. So it is not Christmas anymore. You are absolutely right. I am in my daughter's room area, and she is refusing to take down her Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is taken down out in the living room area, the big one. But she's refusing. She said that she's going to take hers down when it becomes spring. So that's what we're looking at for her. I think she just really likes the lights, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't blame her. You're going to do all your winter sowing in jugs? That's cool. I just don't have any jugs. I never get jugs. We get raw milk in the mason jars, the big half-gallon mason jars. So I never get any of the big gallons. But I heard of this method where you do the ziplock bags and you stick they're kind of like marshmallow roasting sticks, like the really long toothpicks almost. And you stick them through, and then you rest the ends of the sticks on like cinder blocks or logs or something to keep the bags upright. And then you put a clothespin on one side like that so that it keeps one corner of it open so that the rain and the snow and everything can still get in there. It can kind of breathe. And I definitely have, I don't know if you can see, but I definitely have holes cut in the bottom of this. So I heard that this is a really, really great method. I've never tried it before. I am super excited to try it because you can get like 7 bags tight together, and it saves a lot of space, and it's so clear. It's a really clear, very greenhousey situation. I am just going to use my seeds. I'm just going to use them. I'm going to pour them all in. Usually I try to save and skimp and save and keep some for next year, but I was going to do a seed giveaway. And I was really excited about that, and all my extra seeds, and I was looking at my extra seeds, and my extra seeds are from like 2020, 2022. I don't think anybody wants my seeds that may or may not grow. Anyway, so I'm just going to use all my seeds, start fresh. I'll start fresh next year, next fall. Okay, so fennel, when you grow it, what does it say? I do. Thank you, Smile J. I know. Although we did miss it. My family missed Christmas because we were all sick. So of anybody who would have missed whether or not it's Christmas or anymore, it would have been us, for sure.
Christmas, but we celebrated Barfmas.
Jeremy says we had Barfmas. And we were all celebrating. It was so much fun. Oh, this is so great. Nobody's ever going to want to watch this live stream for sure. Sewing depth 1/4 inch. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm just sprinkling it in. That's all I'm doing. I'm sprinkling it in. And then I'm going to, my daughter's going to be so mad that I was playing with dirt on her bed. I'm the one that washes her blankets and sheets, so I don't know. Okay. And I should probably label this too, shouldn't I? Can you guys make sure that I label my plants because it's me? I can be a flibbertigibbet. Bronze fennel. I love bronze fennel. So when you're doing this method, if anybody is interested in doing winter sowing, perennials, hardy annuals, those are all going to be really, really, really great things to plant. So herbs, a lot of herbs are going to do really well with this. Anything that self-seeds in your garden is going to do really well with this. Things like peppers or like summer savory or zinnias, those probably would not do as well. But fennel, absolutely. And calendula and ground cherries and yarrow and hollyhocks, verbena, all that is going to do really, really well. Okay, so I pushed down, I don't know if you guys have, but I pushed down on it to really just kind of get those seeds in. I'm not going to close the bags yet because I'm going to take them outside, water them, and then I'm going to stick the little skewers. That's the word, skewers. I'm going to stick the skewers through them, have them on my cinder blocks that my husband so generously, beautifully, wonderfully, thankfully brought over for me. He brought over like 20 cinder blocks from our cinder block pile. That is not something I was looking forward to doing. And I just said, sweetie, do you mind? And that night they were there. It was very nice. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, and then Finocchio. Is that how you pronounce that? Finocchio? It's kind of hard to read backwards, I'm sure. Finocchio. It sounds it. Okay, sounds very Italian, which makes sense. There's a lot of very Italian herbs. My husband is very Italian. Wait a minute. Carrie, you're blowing my mind here. Okay, hold on. I missed a few. Oh, okay. So, when they get too big for the bags, you just open the bags up. By the time that they get too big for the bags, it's warm enough out where you can just open up the bags now, and they've been acclimated to the weather outside. And so yeah, you just open the bag up, and if it's like, if there's a chance of a frost that night, you can like throw a shower curtain over top or something like that over top all your plants. But there's quite a lot of room on top for them to grow. I feel almost kind of like equivalent to like what it would be like in a gallon jug, although there's less dirt on the bottom. But I don't know. I am so impressed that you did tomatoes and peppers. I'm gonna have to experiment now. I'm gonna do that too. I'll absolutely do that. I'll let you guys know what happens. Kara says she does that and it does great. So I believe her. I would believe her. Yeah, definitely. Go for it, guys. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's awful. I am so sorry, Inda. Your poor family. They're like, this is not what we wanted. Gosh. I love that smell. Fennel seeds with the with compost or potting soil. That is a great smell. I miss the smell of soil. I'm just gonna put a handful on top. And then push it down. Yeah, my father-in-law delivered the package to me, and he's like, what is in this package? This is really heavy. Luckily, he's really strong. But yeah, it was 2 big bags of compost. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sure the delivery guy did not like me either. Pinocchio. Pinocchio fiddle. That looks fantastic. Can't believe I'm planting. I'm planting. Ah. Okay, I cannot wait. To see how well these all do. Dill. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I love dill, but this is tetra dill, and so it comes up like a bush, which is really cool. Usually dill is like so tall and spindly and they fall over, but this is a bushy variety, slow bolt, so it gives you more fresh herbs throughout the season for your culinary desires. I don't plant it to eat the dill unless I'm making pickles, and I'm not going to be doing that this year because I'm not planting cucumbers, but I plant it for the swallowtail butterflies because swallowtails go nuts for dill. And the only time I've ever had success planting dill has been when I sow the seeds in the winter, or the spring or the fall. If I scatter the seeds right before it snows, that's when I get good dill results. This is good. Oh, that is so many seeds. There's so many seeds. So many seeds. Could have saved some, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. You start the tubs in February. Okay. So I have another box that kind of looks like this that I am going to start probably, I was thinking March. And in it, it has things like the zinnias and the other stuff. We tend to get like a really big snow in March, sometimes like near the beginning of March, middle of March. And so I'm afraid to plant them then. I also have some seeds that I'm just going to have to plant underneath the grow lights, and I'm going to have to put the heating mats underneath, like ashwagandha. I'm going to have to do that. Actually, Kara, I was wanting to talk to you because Skincare Garden, your name suggests that you're into skincare. And I am starting to make my own skincare products from homemade things. And I was wondering if you had ever made homemade mascara. I found a recipe for it, and it looks pretty awesome, and I don't like to wear makeup because of all the chemicals in it, and I was wondering if you do that, and if you have any experience doing that. That's awesome. Hey, Shrey, hey! Well, that's awesome. So do you make, does that mean that you make your own, or you're just so knowledgeable about it all that you just really, if I have any questions, you're the person to ask. Like, what did I just sow? Tetradill. I think at farmers markets and stuff like that, I'd like to start selling like beauty stuff. Like the tinted lip balm is super easy to make. Masks are super easy to make. And I just don't trust any of the ones from the stores because when they, when they say things like natural ingredients or natural scent or something, whatever that is, that could mean anything, and it could be bad, it could be good, I don't know. This is the swallowtail butterfly that I love. When my dad got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and we knew that we weren't going to have him around for very long. It was stage 4, and they said maybe 3 to 6 months. So I was thinking 6 months in my head because I'm an optimist. My husband, on the other hand, was like, you need to go see him now because you probably only have weeks. Unfortunately, my husband was right. And thankfully, my husband had that foresight, and he was pretty forceful in saying, no, you don't have time. Go see him as often as possible. So I would travel down to see him a lot. And my husband was just like, I'll take the kids. I'll do whatever it takes. You go see him as much as you can. But have you ever heard of, like, when somebody dies, that cardinals are supposed to be like remembrances of them, where they like it's them visiting you or something like that. Thank you so much, Shrey. I appreciate that. I talked to him about it. We were sitting on the deck, and it was Father's Day, and I didn't know that we were gonna have so little time, but I knew that I didn't want to miss anything with him, and so I was recording every conversation that we had on my phone, just having like the voice recorder on, which was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Having those conversations is gold. So valuable. And in fact, I have those conversations on multiple different saved locations, so I never lose that. But I was talking to him on the porch, and it was Father's Day, and I said, you know, I don't think that you would be a cardinal. I think that you would be a swallowtail butterfly, a tiger swallowtail specifically. And we talked about that and why, because it's a very special butterfly for us. And he was a science teacher, and he taught entomology a lot, and so he loved bugs, and he had all these classes where they would talk about bugs and everything, and he's like, you know what, yeah, I think so too. And so we lost him just a couple of weeks after that, and I have made it my mission every year to try to grow dill so that I could get those swallowtails as much as possible in my gardens, and it kept failing over and over and over again. But then I finally sowed the seeds in fall and just scattered them everywhere, and then I got a ton of dill seeds, or dill plants coming up, and now I haven't seen any caterpillars on them yet, but I know I've seen the swallowtails on those flowers. But I went out and I bought every single kind of flower seed or flower plant that I could find that said it had anything to do with a swallowtail. And I planted it all in my food forest, and I planted it outside my house right here. And we have a lot of swallowtails on our property. And every time I see one, I just think of him, and it's really nice. It's really nice. So that was a bouquet. Dill. But anyway, that's how I feel about that. Yes. Oh my goodness, I love that. You totally get what I'm saying then. You totally get it. We should do that. Yes, we will do a DIY skincare stuff, and it's definitely going to be like, hey, I'm not an expert. These are my first time trying them, but let's see how it goes, for sure. But it seemed pretty simple, and it seemed a lot like making a salve. It seems similar to that, so I'm hoping that it's going to be it'll turn out like that. It'll be pretty easy. So a yellow butterfly, yeah, it's my dad. Is the tiger swallowtail is a yellow butterfly, and a hummingbird. I love that so much. You too, Kara. You too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your mom and your best friend. That's not okay. I am so sorry. Thank God for gardens, right? I just don't know. I think most of my healing from any kind of bad thing, or even just like super stressful day with all the kids and you know, homesteading, and there's a lot on our family's plate often, and I think if it wasn't for the garden, to be able to just go out there and maybe even just like take my shoes off and just stand in it and just smell the smells and see the sights and ground myself in that soil there, I don't know. I think I'd be a mess. I think I'd be an absolute mess. But, oh, guys, there was a study done. This guy, he worked for, okay. Did we talk about this? Where this guy worked for the FBI? Oh, I love that. Rose bushes. That is such a great way to honor them. Roses are so special. They're so special. Ah, and I'm sure that hummingbirds and butterflies come and visit them too. Ah, there's an FBI agent. Did we talk about this before? Who was super, super skilled at the lie detector. The lie detector thing where they hook up the nodes and everything to you and they read the brain stuff I think he just was bored one day or something and he attached those nodes to his plant in his office. And did we talk about, if we talked about this already, stop me. But he attached the nodes to his plant and then he said nice things to them and they responded and like the needles moved in a good way and then he said mean things to it and the needles moved in like a scared, nervous way. He knew how to read it. I don't know how that would work, but he went like he started getting really into this and he did My Secret Life of Plants is the book. Okay. I will. Thank you. Is he the one that wrote, did he write that book? Is that the FBI agent that wrote the book, The Secret Life of Plants? Is that what you're talking about? And like he would bring in like nice people or neutral people to the office and they would say nice things to him and the plants would recognize him as like the caregiver, right? And so every time he was in the room, they would end up having like good vibes going on. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to have to read that because I only saw a video about it. And it was like a YouTube video of somebody saying, like, describing poorly the way that I am. And then really good vibes whenever he would come in. And then somebody would come in that was friends with him and they'd have good vibes. But then, like, somebody would be mean to him, like, at the other end of the building or something. And then that person would walk into the room and they'd record it. And that plant wasn't anywhere near that person, didn't even know, and the plant would have bad vibes for that person just because the person had been, somehow the plant knew that person was mean to the person that they liked. But these plants like you. The plants end up forming relationships and bonds with you. And so when you go in and you talk to your plants, it's legitimate. Like it's not just like, oh, those are good vibes and it helps them grow better. No, they learn who you are. And they love you if you take care of them and you're kind to them. It's so cool. So no wonder when you go out into the garden and it's your garden and it's the thing that you've been caring for and you just have this pride over it. You just love it so much. You get all these good vibes and feelings because these plants are just like, good vibrations is a thing. Yes, it's so cool. And just the fact that they can recognize different people. What? I think I did enough dough. Okay, foxgloves. Love foxgloves. Don't eat the foxgloves. Bad for eating. Although it is a medicinal. And you can, if you are really skilled and you know what you're doing, you can use foxglove medicinally. And it's really good for like if somebody has a heart attack or something like that. Like it's a strong thing, and if you do it wrong, you'll end up killing them. So don't mess around with this. But like I gotta stop saying that word on YouTube. I say it too often. I think I get doxxed for that sometimes. Inda. Oh my goodness. I hope that you loved on that kitten so much. I bet you did. I bet you were just all snuggles, especially the way that you love Rainbow Dash so much. Man, I'm sorry. That, as like, you expect to lose parents because they're older than you. That's part of life, right? It's eventually at some point, they're going to be gone, and it doesn't make it any easier. And my father-in-law, when he lost his dad, it was years after I lost mine, because his dad lived a very long life. I think he was in his 90s, and he seemed very healthy, and he just got old. And after he passed, even though we all knew it was going to be happening soon, I mean, the guy was in his 90s, right? even though we all knew it was going to be soon, it was still awful. And my father-in-law, he just said, wow, I understand how you feel now when you lost your dad. And it's true. Like, they're always our parents, no matter what. It doesn't matter how natural it is. It's still a tragedy. If you come in here, you got to wear that hat and you got to show your face and say hi. Just so you know. If you come in here, you got to wear your hat and you got to show your face. I told them I bought you a hat for Christmas and you need to show it. So handsome. Yes, they do. They've asked specifically. Hey, Caesar, nice to see you. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you, Dasha. Dasha, thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Inda. I'm so sorry. And there's something special about daddies with, not that moms aren't, I can't, you know. Gosh. Foxglove seeds are so little. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just like dust. I love it. I spread hundreds of thousands of foxglove seeds in the food forest this year. And I'd like to have these out behind my house here eventually. So that's why I'm planting this right now. Yeah, we just got to keep going on. And that's one of the hardest things too. Yes, the woods do get scary at night. I don't go outside at night. I don't. My daughters are like, let's go look at the moon, Mom. No. No, thank you. That scares me. I'm not going to do that. Do I need light for these? Press in the surface. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to put soil on top of my foxglove seeds. Foxglove mix. Yep. That is so great. They're chanting, Jeremy. They're saying hat, 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 hat. Yes. Chupacabras. No, I've never seen anything like that. Ah, I love you guys. Inda, Kara, oh my goodness. I love you guys so much. They're the best people on this chat. I like our people. I like our people a lot. I don't think you can be a gardener and be crotchety. I just don't think it works that way. The soil makes you too happy. The flowers make you too happy. Okay, look at this, guys. Lilac, rose, hollyhocks. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I've only got like 4 seeds in here. Worth it. Worth it. If I can get one plant to grow, I could get billions more seeds then. Why did I close this? My goodness. How deep? I was talking about that the other day, how I didn't want... Oh, this is a dwarf variety. And it's an annual? You guys ever heard of an annual hollyhock? But I like that it's a dwarf variety. That's cool. I can put that in my front garden. I'm going to have to put that on there. Double bloom, super cute, 1/4 inch deep. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's like 6 seeds. Okay, that works. Okay. Put some soil on top of there. Oh, thank you. I like to troll too sometimes. Not troll, scroll. What is that what they say, troll, when you don't say anything? But I am so glad that you made a comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The soil grounds you. Yes, it does. Thank God for the soil. He really knew what he was doing. This world is it's hard, but the garden makes it easier for sure. I gotta write that down. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys about the seeds. This is not a pitch, I promise. Hollyhock. What is it called? Queenie Lilac Rose. I love that with these you also have lots of space to write on. I imagine you'd have a lot of space to write on the jugs too. Lilac Rose. And it's dwarf. And annual. So I make sure that I get some seeds from that. I named the middle name of all my daughters are flower names. So they're like my little garden. And so I have lots of those flowers everywhere, although I would have had those flowers anyway because they're beautiful. But anyway, oh, seeds. Can't. No, you're not a jerk. No. Oh, like you say mean things. Oh, but you said a nice thing to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You just made my day. Thank you. Really? That's what made you do gardening? Yes, it is such a way to heal. It is such a way to heal. You guys, you stumbled on the trick. Like you figured it out. It's that and like get a tattoo, right? I didn't get the tattoo, but I was so close. I was gonna get a swallowtail butterfly somewhere. I don't know. But I just wanted, gosh, the pain. You want to like show that pain somewhere. There's a ladybug in this soil. That's cool. They're chanting for the hat, Jeremy. I'm just saying.
Can't get away from this one.
Oh, the babies are hanging on to him. My daughter loves him so much more than me. If I didn't nurse her, I'm pretty sure she would never come to me at all. She just wants to be around him. And here's some more hollyhock. These are the biannual ones. They are double mixed Serenity. I got this off of Amazon and it seemed pretty good. Blooms second year. These are 4 to 6 feet high. So these are just the normal hollyhocks. And if you guys are interested, marshmallow is in the hollyhock family, and marshmallow is super medicinal, and it's beautiful. It's got some really beautiful flowers on it, and the roots are crazy. I just did a video on marshmallow, and the roots basically like spit on you. It's crazy. But the whole point of it is it's a mucilagenic, and it coats your throat, and it's very smooth, and so it's like honey. So if you're gonna make a marshmallow tea and put honey in it, that's like the perfect thing for a sore throat or a cough. It's really, really, really good for you. You understand what I mean, though, don't you? You totally understand. Oh my goodness, really? That is the dream. That is the dream. I wish that I could have grown up somewhere like that. That's really cool. Wow. I bet those are the best memories ever. How cool. Well, hang out with us in the summer, and hopefully you'll see like billions of flowers too, because I planted 4 million seeds, just scattering the seeds in my food forest earlier, and that's not on top of all the bulbs and the other plants that I have and all the seeds I'm doing now, and it's going to explode. Hopefully it's going to explode with flowers in the spring and summer. Oh, yes, so beautiful. I love marshmallow. I love it. It's one of my favorite herbs. It's just so cool. The way when you break the root and it just like drips. Oh, it's cool. I love it. Hollyhock mix. Hollyhock. I can't spell. Oh, so I was talking about the seeds. This is not a pitch, guys. This is just straight up my opinion. The Botanical Interests pack seeds are so much better than the rare seeds, the Baker Creek seeds. If we're talking, I'm not talking varieties. I'm not talking about quality of seeds. I'm talking like just frustration as far as reading the seeds, because there's been a lot of these that I'm reading and I'm trying to see like how tall they get. Are they annual? Are they perennial? Like any kind of details on them. And I hardly get anything from these. They do tell you how deep to plant them. They don't tell you if they should be planted in like winter or spring or after the frost. They don't say anything like that. They do, well, sometimes they do. And they don't tell you a lot of details, but in these, they tell you literally all the details. In fact, if you look inside the pack, the entire inside of the package is covered with details, like even the history of the seeds and the plants and where they came from and why these plants are the way they are and how they got to be that way. And then if there's like special considerations, does there need to be more sand in the soil? Does it need to be a more limey soil? Does it need to dry out between waterings? Any kind of special stuff like that. It'll tell you things like, is it edible? Can you make it into medicine? Like, if you want to know about the plant that you're planting, use Botanical Interests. If you are just so knowledgeable about it or you don't even care, use Baker Creek seeds, because I mean they've got some great varieties and I love them, and I don't need to know everything about the tomatoes that I'm planting, but I want to know about the herbs and the other things that are a little bit more different. Like, why did I get those hollyhocks instead? You know, like, anyway, Botanical Interests all the way. And I am affiliated with them. This is not a plug because I'm affiliated with them. It's a plug because, oh my goodness, this is so much better. So, anyway, if you guys are going to buy seeds, get them from Botanical Interests. That's all I'm saying. Yarrow. But I did buy from Baker Creek Seeds. I do. Like, they have some varieties that I want and other places don't have. So then that's why I get it from them. So, oh, I love that. Yeah, you seem really busy, Inda. You seem really, really busy. If you're up right now this often, you've got to have a crazy life, I bet. So I don't blame you. This is it, guys. Don't you dare. This is who I live with. It's my husband. It's not actually my husband, but my husband doing it. This is my husband. Here we go. This is him. Isn't this a great hat, guys? Isn't this a fabulous hat? I think it suits him so well. Do I have my... Here, you gotta see his ponytail too.
No, you don't need to do that.
Yes, sure. Show them. See, he's got a ponytail too. It's pretty awesome. It's just the top, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, I gotta get a bunch of braids. Carrying around a battle axe.
Braid his beard, put some beads in that too. My Viking. Anyway. They say hello. Doesn't it look good on him? I got him some pants that have the buttons instead of the belt loops, and so he's wearing like suspenders and like these old-timey shirts, and it just looks so good on him. It's like that's the style he was made for, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love flowers. Yes. Well, if you still have a garden right now, I bet jasmine grows well for you. We can't do jasmine here unless it's just an annual, and that just makes me sad if it would die. So, yeah, I bet you have like a bunch hotter climate than we do. Right? You can see he's very Italian though, right? He's got the look. In fact, he gets a lot of different guesses. Some people think that he's like Samoan. Some people think he's Native American. Some people think that he is Hispanic. So he gets a lot of questions about what variety of human he is. But he is Italian, and although those are all really great looks to have, I mean, like, obviously that's the kind of like the look that I like, because man, he is handsome. lot. This is pink yarrow, guys. Pink yarrow. Super excited about that. I think that's probably going to be a surface sown one too, right? First full surface sow seeds. Surface sow, yes. I will. Okay, rain country. I will do that. I like mascara, but it seems like every time I put on mascara, I had like the pink bottle with the green lid, whatever that is, but I've had it for like 7 years because I never use my stuff. The foundation, you're gonna yell at me, Kara. I'm sorry. The foundation that I'm using is 12 years old. That's how small amount I use, and I don't use it often, but it's 12 years old and I still use it. I put some on today. Yeah, so I need to look into making my own because I don't want to buy new stuff because it's just new chemicals. And I want the good stuff, the organic stuff. And I don't trust, even when they say organic, I don't trust it. Did you know that you can get an organic certification? You can get your products and your garden and your produce or whatever organically certified, and it takes a lot of paperwork and it takes a lot of money, and they come out and they check everything, but after that first check, that first year, all you have to do is send in paperwork after that, and they certify you as organic still. So you could do it for 1 year, and then you could go back to doing whatever chemicals or whatever it is that you wanted to do, and it would be fine, and nobody would ever know as long as you just fill out the paperwork properly. It's so sketchy. So I don't even trust organic anymore. So, a winter jasmine. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I love you, Kara. Thank you. Thank you. He's super cute. They love the dinosaur, Jeremy. Did I plant in this bag?
I noticed it.
Yeah, they totally noticed the dinosaur.
Oh, Rexy.
That's Rexy. The dinosaur has a role in our family more than a toy dinosaur should have, and I don't understand how this happened, but
My fault.
it's my husband's fault. And the kids are constantly like, "Where's Rexy?" Anyway, I don't understand. I don't understand. He has his toys, and I have my flowers, and we both delight in each other's delight of our things, and so I guess that's how it works.
I mostly like my EDC gear.
Oh yeah, Jeremy is mostly a EDC man. Everyday carry, which means he likes fancy knives. He likes the fancy pocket handkerchiefs. He likes quality. Sorry, he's very much correcting me. Not fancy, quality. And he spends more on knives than I do on fruit trees, which is saying something, guys. That's saying something. But like tools, stuff, things that you would carry in your pocket for reasons, I don't know. Those are the things that he loves. That's what he loves. And Rexy. Yes, I would like to do that. Just not so that I can be like, hey, you know, I'm certified for this, but just because I want to know that well, I guess I know. I don't know. It'd be cool to have the sign. I would like having the sign for that. Surface sow, yes. Okay, so this is vulgare. I'm going to say vulgar, not vulgare, oregano. But look at the flowers on that. Isn't that just incredibly beautiful? And they seem kind of like pincushion-like. So I can't wait to grow that. I love oregano. Herbs are so great because the pollinators adore them. And it's all about the pollinators. And I love flowers, obviously, anyway. But when you you can make the pollinators happy, that's when the magic happens. That's when the garden becomes like this magical, beautiful secret garden situation, because oh my goodness. Oh, baby girl. Oh, she's at the gate. She's reaching through to me. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Ah. A first plant that can grow outside in the spring. Perennial. Something that will survive. Okay, well, first of all, sunflowers, they're not perennial, but like not much else brings as much joy as a beautiful sunflower, and they're super easy to grow. He is an Italian. He does look like a Viking, though. He really, really does. What else would be good? A perennial. Girls or guys, in the comments, let me know if you guys got good recommendations for this. I think a sunflower, but that's not perennial. But a sunflower is really easy to grow. A perennial that's really easy to grow. I mean, there's a lot of really pretty perennials. But trying to like pick what the easiest one to grow would be. Let's see. I love herbs. They're so pretty. Yes, the chaotic medicinal gardens. That's the thing that I absolutely love. Okay, so we're gonna look through here. Let's see. Those are my annual. Where's my perennial flowers that I wanted to grow? Bachelor's button is annual. That's annual. Sea thrift. Let's see. Nope, that's annual. Phlox, that's annual. Phlox is really good. If you can get a bare root of phlox, the tall kind, the perennial kind, you dig that in and you will have flowers that are just gorgeous, and the pollinators will go for them so much, and they'll come back year after year, and they'll spread, not in a way that's like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with all of these, but it will fill in whatever space that you give it, which is really cool. So I would definitely say that. Pink Siberian primrose, that's really pretty. That's a good perennial. That's kind of easy. Let's see. Snapdragons could be considered perennial, I think, because they self-seed so well, and they do come back. Yeah, they do. Yeah, snapdragons are perennial. What am I thinking? Penstemon is really good. Penstemon is really, really, really pretty. That's a really great thing to grow. So if you get a plant of that, or if you want to just plant seeds, those usually come back really easily. And then if you just like frothy and pretty and just like a cloud of beauty, then guara, I don't know how to pronounce it, honestly, is really beautiful. This is not a good picture of it. It just ends up being like this like bush of beautiful. Oh, I love it. And then Monarda is really good too. This is a really pretty Monarda. This is bergamot, and it's just beautiful. So easy. So I hope that's not too much. I hope echinacea. Yes, thank you, echinacea. Companion plants. Something with a good personality. Ooh, I think echinacea does a good personality thing. Yeah. And poppies. Yes. Look at, okay, so guys, I gotta show you this. I'm so excited about my echinacea and poppy potential this year. Cosmos are also really beautiful. Okay, so here is I've got 5 different varieties of echinacea that I'm going to be planting. But here are some varieties that you can do. So they have a white echinacea, which is really beautiful. They have a green echinacea, which is just gnarly. That's super cool. White one again, because apparently I love it so much I ordered it twice. This is a yellow one. You can't see the picture. I'm sorry. It's yellow. Ooh, that fell down. but it's like super fluffy in the center. Instead of it being that spiky stuff, it's just like fluff, poof. And then it's got the outer petals too. And then this is a really pretty, really pretty echinacea that I just love. And that's perennial, and the pollinators absolutely adore that. So those are going into my winter sowing things too. So if you want to plant a good perennial, that is a great one. I don't know. It sounded like something fell. Did something fall? I don't know. These are all my poppies that I'm planting because poppies are my favorite. You're welcome. I'm glad that we could help. Oh, and chamomile. Yes, I love chamomile. Ah, okay, so let me show you the poppies, right? So we've got purple peony poppy, which is, you saw the picture. I don't need to say anymore. Obviously, the mother of pearl one, which is just really pretty. Orange echinacea. Oh my goodness, right? Like the bright, there's the swan's down, which is kind of a peony type one. The Sissinghurst white, it's got that really pretty in the center thing. Oh, that's so exciting, Rusty. Congratulations. That's awesome. Me too. The giant rattle ones, just because the rattles are just so cool. He is very much like a big teddy bear. He is not taller than me, except for like maybe half an inch, but he's got muscles. He's the guy that, and he works at like a warehouse type situation where people are lifting heavy things, and these people bring stuff to him to carry, and he blows people away. They have no idea how he's able to carry the stuff that he is. His muscles are nuts. Hens and chickens, and it's not even like he looks bulky. He's super strong. When he worked at the sawmill for a while, he'd pick up like 12-foot long 2x4s of white oak, like one of the heaviest boards that there is, and he would just like pick it up with his hand and just be like, "Where do you want this?" And everybody else is like struggling with 2 arms. It's crazy. So, oh, that's cool. That's cool. From Wales. That's awesome. Pandora. I didn't even know that you could order seeds from over there. That's awesome. Let's see. Amazing Gray. Sorry, I've got to show off my poppies. And then this is the, what do they call this one? Black Swan. So we had the swans down, then we got the Black Swan. And then, of course, you got to have American Legion, right? Because that one is just classic poppy. And the double blend, just a blend of the peony ones. And then the Hungarian blue, so the bread seed poppies again, right? And let's see, more swans down, I think, because I double ordered sometimes. More Hungarian blue. And then the California poppies. These are the medicinal ones that are like, you put them in your tea and they calm you down, and they're really good for stress and like emotional anxiety. California poppy is awesome. This is not like the drug type. That's not that. This is the tea type. This is not the seeds that we're going after on this. And I don't go after the seeds. We don't make that here. We don't do it. We don't do it. And this is a California poppy that's watermelon flavored. Watermelon colored. Oh my goodness. I'm just in love with it though. And it's burpy, so I don't know. We'll see. I guess maybe I'm a seed snob. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe I am. Okay, well I'm gonna check that out. Teddy. He is shy. He is really, really shy. That, and he's always busy with the littles, and so he doesn't really show himself often because he's taking care of the little ones. And our baby girl is getting to be older now. She is, I think she's 8 months old. somewhere around there. She's either almost 8 months old or has been 8 months old for a little while. And so while I've been doing my live streams, she started off pretty much like a newborn, and so he's been watching her while I do this, and so she needed constant care and attention then, but she's gained to be older, and she has gained to the point where she can kind of like play with toys on her own, and so I think that maybe I think he might start coming on more often. I'm going to talk to him. I told him, I was like, I think people like you more than they like me. So I need you to come on my live streams with me or be in my videos with me more often just because they like you. And that's my excuse. So thank you guys for doing this and liking him so much because I really like hanging out with him. And so if I could do projects like videos and stuff with him, that would be lovely. He's just so great. He's so great, and he's so funny. I did if you guys haven't seen the short, I did a short of him, and he was cutting wood. Please look through the shorts that I have, and he, like, I'm running down the hill, and I see him, and he's like chainsawing through, and then he's like axe hacking with wood, and he's just being goofy, and he's so silly and so wonderful and so handsome, and it's like a thirst trap unintentionally, kind of, because like he was just being goofy, but it was really attractive. So I showed it to him, and he's like, "You better not publish that. You better not post that." Totally posted it. Totally did. And it did better than like most of my other shorts did because he's just so great. And anyway, there's a reason I was drawn to him. People are drawn to him. He's a good guy. So yes, I would totally call him Teddy, except for that's my cousin's name, and it would just feel weird. So yeah, I would totally do that though. I could. Rexy could be a thing too. Rexy could become part of the channel. Rexy is like, what is up with this dinosaur just becoming an integral part of my life? I don't understand. Oh. Right? Yes. No, I am thankful for the warm weather. It is much warmer than it should be right now, and I'm thankful for it. I am definitely thankful for it. I want to plant lavender all over the place this year. Lavender is really good for deer as well. They don't like it as much. So I've got all these seeds that I've been holding on to because honestly, lavender is just kind of finicky if you're going to plant it in trays. And it's not terrible. I mean, I've planted more difficult ones, but I just don't have the time for it. So I've got all these seeds of lavender, and I'm planting them now, and I'm so excited that this could be the year where I get them planted, and they get themselves a growing. That would be a surface sow one, right? Surface sow. They seem small enough. Planting depth, really? No. Start season, no. Firmed over the seed, okay. Okay, so they don't want sun. The lavender doesn't want sun. It's been a while. I'll just do a light covering and then I'll really firm it over them. Oh, I just love how easy this is. This is the easiest seed planting I've ever done in my life. And I'm going to be able to plant so many. I was going to do a lavender business for a while there. I wanted to have a whole lavender farm, but that would require people like coming out to visit the property, and I like my privacy, so, which is weird because I'm doing live streams. So anyway, plushie. And when I say it, I could like poke him. My little plushie. It's just English lavender. This one is just English lavender. I would assume that this is good down to zone 6. I know a lot of lavender doesn't do well except for in like zone 7 and above, but phenomenal lavender is really good here. Some lavender does good in zone 5 even, I think. I don't know all the varieties, but I know that pretty much all the lavender that I have that's planted is phenomenal. That's the name of it, phenomenal lavender. And it's really good because it can handle moist, and it can handle dry, and it can handle drought, and not drought, but cold, much better than a lot of the other ones can. And it can handle hot too, obviously. So cotton ball, I like that one. I like that a lot. But I like plushy the best, I think. So that's just English lavender. I've done cuttings of the phenomenal lavender, and my mom actually, for my birthday one year, she bought me a tray of phenomenal lavender, and they were just like the little ones. And so it was like 50 in a tray. It was pretty awesome. And I planted the whole hill of it, and I was going to do that, and then having a lavender hill that I had to take care of and weed, and then also the annual garden, and then also the food forest, and then also the garden right outside my door. It was too much. It was too much. So I pulled myself back and stopped that because it was too much. Okay, so we're gonna go with some thyme as well. I just love that you can plant herbs this way too. Like, gosh, guys, if you don't winter sow, you are missing out. You are missing out or at least making life way more complicated than you have to, for sure. I didn't even know what time it is right now. I might have to end this soon, but I haven't even looked. I'm having too much fun. If I can get my seed pack open. Who's my good little plushie? He would roll his eyes at me so hard. He'd be like, Yes. They loved you. And you're now required to be on even more often. Yep, sorry. It's good for me, though, because I like being with you. So it's kind of fantastic, actually. This is going way better than I could have hoped for. Mm-hmm. Right? Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's his response to me normally. Mm-hmm. I started doing that to the girls, and they're like, no, stop it. You're not daddy. Okay, so summertime. T-H-Y-M-E. T-H-Y-M-E. See, I'm not looking. It's surface zone too, right? Really. See, these are such small seeds. In my mind, that's a really small seed like that. Don't put soil over it. But apparently, I don't know, seed packets will lie to you sometimes, guys. Just so we're all in the know. Seed packets will lie to you. Don't always trust the seed packets. Okay. Goodness, I'm going to have so many plants. I'm going to have all these plants, and then I'm not going to have time to plant them out into the garden. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. It's 12:23 West Coast. I know, right? So we're it's a Ziploc bag, right? And you put soil at the bottom of it, and then you put the seeds in, you press them down, you water it. I haven't watered these yet. I'm going to take them outside and water them. There's definitely holes in the bottom. If you can see the holes. Can you see those holes? And so that they can drain. But you basically take like a skewer, like a wooden skewer, and you go through the top of it here and here, and you set the ends of the skewer on two lifted things like cinder blocks or something like that, so that it keeps the bags upright like this, and then it creates its own greenhouse. And then you also put a clothespin in the corner of it like this, and you just keep the clothespin there so that the corner stays open so that water can get in, moisture can get in and out, and it can breathe. And then it gets the cold stratification that it needs. For a lot of these perennials, a lot of hardy annuals really need cold stratification in order to germinate. So they need to be out in the fluctuating cold, hot, wet, dry, all that. And so you can get really, really good results. Super low maintenance. I'm planting these, like just the lavender even. Putting the lavender seeds in, stick it outside. After I water it, then I just leave it until it's time to plant. And once it starts getting warm out, once it starts getting hot out, that's when you would open up the bag, and then the seedlings can keep growing. And so it's kind of like lifting up the windows on the greenhouse, and you don't have to worry about hardening them off, which is such a big deal. That is such a pain in the butt in the spring when you've got all these seedlings inside, and then you got to take them all out in the morning, and then you got to bring them all in at night, and heaven forbid something happens where you forget to bring them back in. Oh, that's the worst. Then you just lost all that hard work, and then it's done. So it's fantastic. It's the best method that there is possibly for low maintenance seed starts. I mean, I think you're going to have slightly better results, not specifically ones that need to be cold stratified, but like if you have to sow like peppers or tomatoes or something like that, I think you'll have better success earlier if you have those on heat mats inside and you can just watch them all the time. But I think it's negligible. So you would start the more heat-loving ones later in the year. Like you would do the same kind of thing, but you would do it later in the year. I did one year where I didn't even do tomato starts. I just planted tomato seeds after my last frost date in the garden. And then I had a couple of starts that my mother-in-law gave me because she bought some and she had too many, and so she gave me some. And so I had like the 6-inch plants, right? And then the seeds in the ground. And by the end of like, I don't know, like a month or two, they were the same size. There was no difference whatsoever. And I just saved myself all that work of doing the starts inside with the tomatoes. And I ended up with tomatoes at the same exact time as everybody else. So, yeah, I think it's a myth how early we need to start these things. And planting them outside is actually super low maintenance, so easy and so wonderful. And you end up with so many more plants because you don't have to juggle everything. So you totally could. You could totally pull off. Absolutely. Michigan, actually, I think the lady who started the idea of the Ziploc bags, actually, I think she lives in Michigan, honestly. Like, the first person that I heard it from, and her whole, like, screen name, whatever, on YouTube, I think is, like, Winter Sowing in Ziploc Bags or something. Like, I think that's the name of her channel. And I think she's in Michigan. So I really think that you could do it, and it's super easy. And it's also, oh no. No, I did. That was thyme. I had two packages of thyme seeds. Thank you, Kara, for helping me there, because I'm going to do that, I'm sure. Yeah, but yeah, Zone A, 5A. I think you could totally do that. He totally did, says us. Oh, I love that man. Hey, sweetheart, darling. I'm going to plant one more. I can't help myself. No, I'm going to plant 2 more. She's rolling her eyes at me. This is my 12-year-old. She's a hoot. A hoot. Absolutely. And so cheap. I mean, the amount that you pay for a seed starting kit these days, because mine always break. So I always end up needing to get new trays. It's exorbitant amount of money. And then just buying a pack of like 100 Ziploc bags is so much cheaper. Okay, so I've got 2 different kinds. Oh no, where's my other mullion? Where'd it go? No! I had it organized. Yarrow, so many yarrows. Here it is. Okay, so this is wild purple. Okay, so look at my 2 mullions. See, that's wild purple. And then this is Violetta. mullions. I am geeking out over these specifically. Like, I am so excited about that. This and the Nicotana, it's a purple nicotine plant, tobacco plant. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So excited. Also, if you guys are interested, tobacco plants are really awesome to plant. Even like here, I can't get it to be perennial, but annually, they're really good to plant because they're an awesome trap crop. If you plant them near your tomatoes, now there's arguments on whether or not it's good to plant trap crops, because is it pulling in more pests, or is it drawing away the pests that would have already gone to your plants anyway? So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure. But I do know when I planted tobacco next to my tomatoes one year, the tobacco had all the tomato hornworms on it, and my tomatoes did not. And that was glorious. So take that as you will. Yes. I know, we have the yellow too, and I love it. I love the yellow mullein, but purple? I mean, it's like the perfect cottage garden too, if you think about it, with the really tall spikes and the beautiful fluffy leaves. Like, it looks so beautiful, but because it's yellow, everybody around here knows it. And so I had some growing in my food forest, and I was happy because it's like the deep taproot is pulling up all those nutrients and minerals and everything from deep in the ground. And then when the leaves die back, then they end up like mulching the ground there and giving back all those nutrients. And it's really like, it's kind of like a fertilizer. But somebody thought that they were helping me out, and they started pulling my mullein plants out of my food forest for me. And I was like, no, I want those. Because it's considered a weed. A lot of people think mullein is a weed. And so if I had purple ones, I could enjoy the beauty, and everybody would think, oh, this is something different. And so maybe they wouldn't take my plants from me. I know they meant well, but like, would you ever go to somebody's garden and just take their plants? Like, I would at least ask first. Like, do you want this? This seems like a weed. Do you want me to pull this? Thank you. Plus, it's really good. It's really good for medicinals too. So you can use it for like use the flowers and the garlic oil for eardrops. When you have ear infections. And let me see, does this seem to be surface sown? I think this is a surface sown. Yes, it is. Most herbs are surface sown. Oh, I was scared. I thought that I didn't have it, but it was in a separate pack inside. Okay. Oh, I was so excited to plant these, and I thought it was empty. Now I gotta get in here. I didn't bring scissors with me. That works. Okay. Yeah, my husband has like a ridiculous collection of EDC stuff. It's pretty cool. I told him he should make a YouTube channel just for his EDC stuff, but he's camera shy, so he is not going to do that. But he does have a YouTube channel, guys. He does, and I don't know if I should tell you guys this because it might screw up his algorithm, because I don't know if you guys are into the kind of thing that he's into. But he has a YouTube channel, and it's basically him just reading by the fire every night, and it's pretty cool. I love it. I can't get them out. They're stuck in there. The static, the seeds are so little that the static is keeping them in. Maybe if I lick it, the static will go away. There we go. That did it. Okay. Okay, so this was the wild purple mullein. You guys ever have somebody come to your garden and take things out of it? So these are the wild purple mullein. Super small. I mean, it looked like they only gave me like maybe like 25 of them. Like, they were really stingy on that one. What is it? Does it say on the top? 100 seeds. I don't think that was 100 seeds. Wild purple. Am I pronouncing that right? I know I read a lot about my herbs. My favorite resources on how to grow herbs and how to use herbs and which herbs are good for certain things are all books. And I do look up YouTube videos on stuff, but I read a lot because I get nap trapped with babies a lot, and so I always have a book nearby, and if I have my phone with the sound on, then it could wake them up. So I read a lot. There's no way that's 100 seeds. There's no way. There's no way it's 100 seeds. Guys, it looks like I used this packet already. It looks like it. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know. But, I know, right? Like, that is something that I have a problem with them. Like, they're expensive comparably to, like burpee and stuff like that. But apparently I'm a seed snob, so maybe I shouldn't turn my nose up at burpee. But they're like even more expensive because they don't give you hardly any seeds. They don't give you hardly any, and so that's sad. I got some Sugar Daddy pea seeds, some pea seeds. They're sugar snap seeds, but they're like a dwarf variety. I got that from Botanical Interests because I almost got them from rareseeds.com because I thought I didn't see them on Botanical Interests at first, but it was like $5 for pea seeds, and not very many of them. And so I went to Botanical Interests, and they had it for like $4, which is still a lot for pea seeds. I think that's like a seed-heavy plant. I think that should be cheaper. But it was a lot more seeds for sure. So, yeah, that and the way that they do their seed packets. I just don't. I don't. There's a lot of years or a lot of plants where I'm planting the seeds, and I'm like, why did I buy this one specifically? Because there's no details on here, and I know that I was excited about this for some reason because I picked this over other things, but why? It's not giving me any details. The Botanical Interest ones, though, definitely give you like all the details in the world. So those were my mullions. I should do my yarrow next. Stop scamming people. Jamie's, I don't know what you're saying. I'm not asking people for money. I'm not. I don't know what you're saying. I'm talking about seeds right now. I really like seeds. That's what it is. This is Parker's Yellow. I think most people know Parker's Yellow yarrow. That's a pretty common one, but I love it. Yarrow is probably one of the best plants that you can plant for beneficial insects to come in, especially the parasitical wasps and stuff like that. So if you want the predator for your pests, plant yarrow. And the white yarrow is so very, I don't want to say invasive, but it spreads so much, so quickly, that it can overrun a garden. But Parker's Yellow does not. And all the colored mixes, I've noticed, don't do that very much either. So like the Colorado mix and stuff like that of yarrow is not nearly as bad as far as just kind of really just taking over everything. I had a strawberry patch that I let some yarrow grow in, and the yarrow just like, it's the whole thing now. And now I need to get rid of it because I want my strawberries. I want my strawberries back. Yarrow. Parker. actually, speaking of strawberry, and I was just talking about rare seeds, how they're not my favorite, but they do have, where is it? There's the onion, ground cherry, strawberry. Okay. They did have these, and I planted these all before. So this is the White Soul Alpine strawberry. These are ever-bearing strawberries, so they'll produce all year long. That it's warm, at least. The Alexandra Alpine, and then the Tresca. Like, these are amazing, and I got so many plants, strawberry plants, off of the strawberry seeds. You don't have to buy starts with strawberries. These did really, really well when I planted them, and I planted these when I didn't know a whole lot about planting seeds at all. And I got a lot off of them, and I planted them all over my food forest, and these are my son's favorite strawberries. All the little ones taste so much better than the big ones. So much better. It's like if you had like a box of Fruit Loops versus like just a box of like wheat, shredded wheat or something like that. Like, the difference is crazy. It's that crazy. And one of them actually does taste like Fruit Loops. So anyway, I know, Michael. I know. This is my daughter's area, and she's keeping those up until spring. So my Christmas stuff is down, which is also a sad day. Maybe sad, but still. Anyway. They are known for shorting you. Thank you. What do you want?
I do not want me to have her tender.
She doesn't want you to have her chocolate Santa?
Yes, but I can't have.
Oh, I am sorry, sweetie pie. That is sad. Yeah, but it is her chocolate Santa, sweetie pie.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. It's hard when somebody has a chocolate Santa and you can't have it.
I can.
You can? Oh, he has a plan. He just got a plan. Thank you, Kara. Yes, please give a thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. Oh, we did not get a lot of thumbs up this live stream at all. Oh, maybe I'm rambling too much. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, you would have thought that Jeremy would have gotten a bunch of thumbs ups for sure. Okay. Well, actually, I do need to go because I think my husband needs my help with the kids. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I got a box full of bags ready to go. I'm gonna fill up the rest of these once I get a second. I think the baby needs to take a nap, and so she needs my help. So anyway, we haven't had that many people. It's been a really slow day, but that's okay. I kind of like it. We didn't have a whole bunch of people spamming us with gross, ridiculous things. But Constance, my mediator, what do they call that? The person that helps keep things respectful. She is moderator. Thank you. She is actually she had surgery yesterday. So that's why she's not on today, but she had spinal surgery. And so if you guys could send out prayers for her, because she is in recovery right now. She let me know that she is doing much better. And I'm thankful for that for sure, but she's going to be in the hospital for a while, I think, recovering from that. And I think that she said something about having in-home care afterwards, which is good. So she'll be taken care of. But it was a pretty intense surgery apparently, and so keep her in your prayers. I know you guys really like her a lot, and she's a good one. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.